It's because if it's tricky, because as mm, as part of the discourse of our culture, of Western culture, is actually whenever people say to listen to your heart, they mean ignore the convention of success. And if you ignore the convention of success, you have, in a way, a means to circumvent them, because you will establish a different way of actually satisfying your desire by, let's say, by putting yourself more than usual in the center. So you can say that let's say, the icon of our time is love thyself. Yeah. So if you listen to your heart, listen to your desires, then you'll be happy, or you'll be more complete. And definitely you'll consider yourself more successful. So this is when actually a person comes into the work, this is what is being exposed to him. To me, what he actually discovers, or what she is actually discovering, is that the self-centeredness is actually the mother and father of suffering, of separation. So what is this heart that I need to actually listen to? So there is in that sense, there is another heart, and it's the heart of divinity, which represents, one can say, the true yearning, or what I mean, true meaning that there is that this heart yearning and longing has to do with the purpose, has to do with the plan. It longs for it longs to allow the will of the Creator to become a reality for human consciousness. So in that respect, you need to be able to differentiate between what you call the desire or the voices of your heart and voices of the heart, or parts of the heart that actually belongs to your spirit, because there are, if it's the voice and the feeling of divinity, so now you can work with the two hearts, with the two desires, because you have them. Before the awakening of the point in the heart, you don't have them. You don't have the difference. You cannot differentiate. Therefore, you're not being judged. So now, when you have those two, you begin to sort of separate your attentiveness, to be able to differentiate to what you're actually wishing to listen, trying to enable yourself to listen to. Okay, so this is one part, and that actually creates. This is part of purification, because it's in its place. The ability to listen, it's actually in its place. What it means in its place, serving its design. So when it's not serving its design, it's not in its place. Therefore, it actually, what it causes is the growth of separation, because of the amount of investment that goes into the ego, it goes into the self, which actually disconnected from the womb, or from creation, or from the intent, or from the plan. Okay, so we actually live in a time when it reached its highest point, because it became sort of the motto of how to become happy, how to fulfill life. Listen to your heart. So we listen to our heart, and it makes us miserable. as a humanity, because it's not the real heart. Okay, so discovering that the distance and the discord between them is actually part of our work, and choosing to build this ability to listen, to be able to hear, to be able to attend to. Okay, so this is part of purification, actually. The purification has to do with the choice of where, how to use things in the proper design, in the proper intention. Okay, this is the opposite of dirt. Okay. So I think this is so when we come to the portion of Torah that the pair, which is after the death of the son of Aaron, Nadav, which he is the son of the four options, is in Hebrew the name Nadav is the son of Daled, I mean the son of the four sons, of the four options of ourself, of the wicked, of the wise, of that which cannot ask, and of one can, I don't know if to call it the innocent, but this is the best translation in the moment. So it's the four option, if you like, of dimension of becoming a human. But only after the light is being sort of ascend or actually divorced, we divorce from the light because we mistreated it or misuse it or misplaced it. So then we actually learn, or we are able to enter into space-time of sanctity, meaning how to dedicate ourselves truly. Because before I did not have space to dedicate to. I'm not space before that. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Definitely, maybe I'm space, but empty, not a place. It would be more accurate. Okay. Okay.
So which heart does the creator hear? But like whichever one is stronger at the time, or not until the second one is available? Or
I think the only heart that the creator hears is the heart of divinity, and her plight, and her wish for redemption from her plight, because she's saying, I'm waiting for you. It's true that she's in exile because of her sons, meaning because of us, because of her parts, but she longs for him, not for us. We are, in that respect, we are the preventors. So we need to decide to listen to her heart. This is the whole work of the Kabbalist. Meaning to actually rise this heart, or to bring it into being able to be heard. That is to bring out of it's the fact that we actually do not consider its suffering or its separation, because we consider so much ourself. Yeah. So this is the point of, you can say, purification. This is what we are. So if we listen to divinity, and the creator is listening to divinity, we have a common point or a common meeting point, which is being interested in divinity.
Yeah, which is an entry point to Dveku.
Yeah, this is why it has to do with equation. Yeah, this is why it has to do with devotion. We devote ourselves to the state that the Creator devotes himself to. Yeah, and this is the depth of sanctity. What you actually dedicate everything that you've been given. Okay.
And how is that? I guess that's the root of gratitude, is that you have to take it back to sanctification.
Yeah, because the note of gratitude has to do with actually reconstructing and reinstating Malchut to her divine state, meaning to her being able to fulfill her function, her destiny as a place of revelation of the Creator. So this, yeah.